Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm still battling my cold. My voice sounds terrible. I'm getting a tiny bit better every day, but I always love it when I can get something of really nice quality for not a lot of money. And that's what we have with the new Natasha Denona mini palette. This is the mini nude palette. I have that on today and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. It is everything that Natasha Denona usually is, but in a mini. I love it. I love all the shimmering shades in here. There are only 2 mattes out of the 5 colors. I have thoroughly enjoyed the shimmer shades on this. So I'll show you how I achieved this look today. We've got kind of a duochrome going on in here, and you know I love my duochromes. I'll swatch these for you. So I started thinking, you know, a lot of times she'll do a mini palette that's kind of based off of one of her larger palettes. I don't see that with this one so much as maybe the Star palette. I'm going to compare it to that at the end of the video and see if there's any similarity in the colors, if they kind of look a little bit alike. But these are gorgeous colors. Let me zoom you in and I'll swatch them for you. And they do have names. This one's Bronzage, Coin, Lumino, Sienna, and Soil. Alright, starting with Bronzage and then Coin. Kind of light on that. It went on a brush nicely though. The next one is Lumino. That's a nice champagne. Oh, it's so reflective. My favorite color out of the whole palette is Sienna. That is next. Because it's a duochrome. It's bronze and then it's got this golden green flake and overlay to it. And then this last color is called Soil. And that is a nice kind of rosy brown matte. Didn't swatch very well, but it went on my brush fantastic and it blended fantastic. So the 2 mattes here blended fantastic today. I love these 3 shimmers. All of the quality for $25 packed into one tiny little palette like she always does with her mini palettes. And here's how I applied this today. Okay, this ought to be quick and easy, right? Because there's only 5 colors in the palette. I love that. I'm going to tap into this color here, which I believe is called Coin. Coin. Hard to say. Oh, you guys are lucky that all of the sniffling, coughing, and snorting is edited out of this video. This is going on beautifully. I did use my normal concealer on my eyelid and then I put a little powder on top of that. And now using this deep outer corner here in my outer corner. Now that one is called Soil. What a good name for that color. And I'm going to blur that into my outer corner and I'm going to pull it into my inner crease as well. I had so many plans for this winter break, and here it is over. I had so many plans. I was going to film so many videos, and then my kid got sick, and then I got sick. First of all, I got food poisoning, and then I got this horrible cold. So I got nothing done this whole break. All right, I'm going to take this light shimmering champagne and run that up under my brow bone. But I'm happy now to be playing with this Natasha Denona mini palette. Okay, I love this sort of greenish color right here. Sort of greenish. I'm going to tap that on my lid. It's like a greenish bronze. And it's beautiful. Look at that. It's not your ordinary nude palette. Not with a color like this. You know, some of the colors in her gold palette had this sort of green, or gold with this green duochrome going on with them. So this is kind of relating to that in a way. I'm going to dip into this first color here and just put that right here. I don't think you're going to be able to tell because it is very similar actually to the one I just put on, but the one I just put on is very duochromy and this one is not duochromy. It's just flat shine. I'm going to touch just a bit of that shimmer in the middle here. I'm just going to touch that right in here. Sort of a little tiny spotlight right there. Lining under my eyes with the dark color called Soil. Taking a little of the coin color and going along the edge and in here. So on my lips today is the color called Whip. This is the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche Liquefied Lip. I use this one all the time, and I outlined it with a little bit of MAC's Spice pencil. So let's kind of compare this to the Star palette. The Star palette is Natasha Denona's big, almost nude kind of ish palette. Let's just look at this palette. It's not really looking like it matches up too well. I mean, it complements and goes with it, yes. So this Lumino color may be slightly like this sort of pinky foil right here. Let's look at that on the hand. So here's Lumino, and then that sort of pinky foil. Oh, those are very close. Those two colors are very close. This one is from the Star palette, and this is from the Mini palette. Trying to sort of match this soil color on here on the Star palette is not really working because the soil palette has kind of a lot of red or brick red in it. The two browns that are really dark in the Star palette are more of a neutral brown or sort of a greenish brown. Those are not lining up too well. I'm not finding anything even close to that sienna color. Of course, the coin color, that light tan, is sort of like this sort of peach they have here in the Star palette. Let's put those side by side. No, the one in the Star palette's up here. This one is a little bit lighter. Not really pulled from any of her palettes, I don't think. Okay, I found two that are very close. The last color here, called Bronzage, is somewhat like in the Star palette. Rhea is down here. That's those two here. They're kind of within shouting distance of each other. So I don't know, I like this little palette. I love that duochrome shade in there. I love the nudeness of it. I can always use nudes. This is a warm nude though. These are warm nudes. They're not really that cool, you know, totally neutral, grayish, taupish nudes. These are more lively nudes and more sparkly nudes. Have you seen the new Naked palette that's coming out from Urban Decay, the Naked Reloaded? It looks to me just like the Sultry palette from Anastasia. I'm gonna get that just so I can compare the two. I'm not gonna get it because I really want it, but I'm gonna compare the two. I don't see how Urban Decay's formulas can compete with Anastasia's though. I mean, hers are just wonderful. So I'm waiting for that to come out, and I'm gonna get that just to compare, not because I really want it. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you next time. Hopefully one of these days soon I'll be able to get my video up that is my makeup tour, my collection tour. I'll be getting that up soon, hopefully.